Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Real Talk. Surprise, surprise, it's me, Kristin Brooke, tonight. And I am here to just let you guys know some updates that are going on with me and wishing that Beverly and her family find peace during a very difficult time. They've lost some loved ones, so please, with your prayers, embrace them and ask them for peace, comfort, and guidance as they go through this difficult time. So, I want to share with you guys that I Choose Joy is available on Amazon.com. So you can get I Choose Joy by Kristin Brooke, me, at Amazon.com. Good evening, everyone. I do want you guys to feel free to go there and get it, or you can check out my Hey Pratiba. You can check out my website as well. It's kristinbrooke.com, and you can find the book on the website. So feel free to do that. But today I wanted to go live because I've been thinking about people that inspire us. And for me, there are several people that inspire me. So feel free to jump in the comments and let me know who inspires you and why, and we can kind of have a conversation about it. For me, I've been inspired by a multitude of people, right? I've been inspired by my mother, my granny, Oprah Winfrey, Ayanna Van Zant, Lisa Nichols, Les Brown, Eric Thomas. So, give me a high five or something if you feel like those are people that inspire you. And Pratiba says, I do, because I remind her that she's a grown ass woman. She is. You can have all things, be all things, and do all things. I firmly believe that. And I only believe that because of the people that have inspired me. I've seen people go through history, go through historic moments in their life, and overcome really insurmountable odds, right? We say insurmountable, but yet they've done it. So when we say something was insurmountable, it actually was something that they were able to overcome. So that's a false reality when we believe that there's something that is impossible, right? All things are possible. You can have, be, and do all things. And for me, the hardest thing that I had ever overcome was the sexual assault that I encountered. And now I can tell you guys that was a difficult time, and it was, right? The key word is it was. It no longer is the hardest thing that I've ever had to go through. And it feels wonderful. The book, we actually put pages in the book so that as you journey through what I went through, whatever trauma you've encountered, you can journal how you relate to that. And then there's also a separate journal on Amazon.com if you just want its own journal to not write in the book. You can pick up a book that the cover says, when I write, I write to get right. And what is left is a sense of direction. So check out the journal, check out the book. Please feel free to reach out to me. I know that there have been a lot of people trying to call, trying to leave messages, and it's just been overwhelming, the support. I really appreciate it. I love it. But, thank you, Pratiba, for being one of my greatest friends, being a motivator for me. There have been so many people in this past year, especially. We've had the pandemic that was difficult for so many people, but yet so many others that weren't necessarily affected by COVID physically were able to motivate and inspire people to get through a time that we just had no idea how to get through. And that is just amazing and inspiring how we came together as a community and said, you know what? I want my voice to be heard. I want to make an impact in this world. I am going to do it by any means necessary. I'm going to work with the greats. I'm going to work with Les Brown. I'm going to work with Eric Thomas. I'm going to do what it takes while I have this time to make myself greater and make the community around me greater. And so for all of you that were in the Power Voice with me or in Thinking into Results with me, if you were part of Eric Thomas's course, where we do the behavioral assessments and learn to become extreme execution coaches, thank you all. Thank you all for sharpening me. They say iron sharpens iron, and that's exactly what we did in this past year. So I just wanted to share my gratitude and how much I really appreciate how great all of you are. So let's see. So let's talk about one of the greats. Somebody throw a name out there for me, please. Anybody have a name of a great that we can kind of discuss? I see you watching. Go ahead. Hopefully it hits the comments where I can see it. Les. Thank you, Les Brown. Man, Les is amazing. So Les taught me to take my story from the most difficult time where I couldn't put into words how badly I hurt, and inspired me to take my journal and create a book that I had always envisioned. And Les he's so instrumental in helping so many people. He's helped people overcome suicide or suicidal ideations, loss of loved ones, grief, job loss. I mean, he's just a motivator, and he impacts so many lives. And I think the reason why that is, because I think seeing that why is important. I think the reason why Les is so impactful is because he went through difficult times himself. So he can relate to the difficulties that people face in life, and he is real about it. He's able to say, you know what? I've had my storms too. I've slept in trash cans or garbage cans, dumpsters too, in the dead of winter. I've frozen and shivered in the winter. And he's able to shed light on life's darkest moments and give you hope beyond what seems most difficult. Les Brown is just an amazing person. Knowing him and knowing the energy that he has on the phone is just so amazing. He is so kind. Every time I've ever spoken with him, it has always been a happy moment. So I never felt put off by Mr. Brown. I never felt like I was taking up too much time. He's just so wonderful and so kind. Nelson Mandela. Whoa. Now that man is amazing. You think of apartheid and South Africa in a time that the world was in a very difficult place, especially in South Africa. And we still have moments where, the color of someone's skin is an issue, and it shouldn't be. We should be looking at the content of people's character, as Martin Luther King says. But Nelson Mandela was able to take his days in jail and inspire a nation to come together and to look beyond color, to end apartheid, to end brutality. And some of the letters that he's written, some of the speeches that he's written have been so amazing. There is the one quote that I say so often by Marianne Williamson. It became famous by Nelson Mandela's speech when he was out of prison. And our fear is not that we are inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure, right? So when we let our own light shine, we unconsciously allow others to do the same. That's the gist of the quote. not going to go into detail and take up so much time, but that quote is just so amazing, where we learn that loving other people, believing in other people, and seeing the goodness in ourselves and in others, that is where our power lies. So I want to remind you all as you listen to me today that our power is not in being fearful. Be courageous, be brave, do the thing that scares you the most. I know it's been a while that I've been on here. When I first did a live, oh man, I was like, I don't know if I can do that. What are people going to think? Now I don't care because I know that somebody somewhere needs to hear what I have to say. It matters. I have power in my voice. My words matter. And God works in and through me, and no one can stop me. And so goodness, Nelson Mandela, Les Brown, amazing men, right? Oprah Winfrey, to me, she's so phenomenal. Just a powerhouse, a media mogul. She's able to spread messages of good. She's been doing it for years and years now. And the commonality in these people is that we see them as almost on a pedestal. But the reality is that they are just like all of us. So if I have never said it before to any of you, you are no different than Les Brown. You are no different than Nelson Mandela. You are no different than Oprah Winfrey. The greatness that they have inside of them, you also have it in you. Don't be afraid. Step out on faith in whatever it is, wherever you want your life to take you, because you matter. There is something inside of you that the world needs to hear. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared, because we need you. Your voice, your story is uniquely yours. And the people that Oprah impacts, yes, there may be an overlap with the people that Nelson Mandela impacted or the people that Les Brown impacts. But there is somebody somewhere that needs to hear your voice and your story. So I encourage you to be brave, to step out, whether it's using your voice or sharing a story, writing a poem, creating a painting. There is something in you that inspires other people. Even if it is being great at what you do at work. The world needs it. The world needs you. I remember when I worked as a sales manager in hospitality before the pandemic, right? And I used to tell myself, I don't feel like this job is serving purpose for me. I feel like every day is wasted because who am I impacting? The reality is, as I look back now, I don't know whose life I might have saved. I don't know who I could have smiled at and it made their day. And they decided, you know what, today I will not take my life. Or, you know what, maybe I will quit that job and I will seek a new opportunity because there is someone that is kind to me. So, there is impact in whatever you are doing, whatever your career is. We all have strengths, and I want you to play to those. Many people have been reaching out to me about my extreme execution with Eric Thomas, where I'm able to tell people through a DISC assessment what their strengths are. And they are able to communicate that to their coworkers, to their family members. And with that, they're able to play to their strengths. That's the key in life, to know your strengths, to know your skill set, to sharpen that and share that value with others. I cannot say it enough. So many people think that someone that is demanding or driving is off-putting, or that there may be something wrong with them. They're not kind enough. But yet that is their strength. They are leaders of teams. They take the mission from point A to point B, where someone else is too busy talking and laughing and giggling and wanting everyone to be comfortable. And yet that person that is talking and laughing and making people comfortable, their strength is helping others feel comfortable. There are other people that their strengths are simply helping others. Whatever it is, their mission is to serve. And there are other people that are analytical, that can look at the big picture and say, I know you want to be in the driver's position, you demanding, driving, and forceful person, you. You're a great boss, yet if we do this, we'll lose customers. If we do this, we will lose employees. And yet, if we go this way, we can make a lot of money and have a good time doing it. So you need all of these facets and all of these different viewpoints and strengths when you want to have a really great team. So I've learned a lot in the past year. I've learned that telling my story has value. I've learned that understanding others is a phenomenal way to be able to see their strength and give my team value and to provide that to clients and to my coworkers, my teammates, my colleagues, my family. If you have never had a DISC assessment, I urge you to go to my website. If you need to reach out to me regarding any of those details, then feel free to email me on my website. It's kristinbrooke.com. I've been able to help a lot of people uncover those things that they thought were difficult at work. I wish that I would have been able to have an assessment show me what my strengths are so that I could say to my boss, you know what, maybe that's not a good fit, but so-and-so over there seems to do really great at that. And yet I can meet with the client. I can talk to them because I'm the one that's more comfortable in doing that. So, yeah, reach out to me. Look at that. Because if you are, thank you so much, Pearl Foundation. Thank you so much for putting in the website. It's kristinbrooke.com. And Pratibha says, the DISC assessment is great. It helps me a lot. So thank you, Pratibha. Beyond me being able to learn about myself, about others, about writing the book and believing in myself, working with some really great names, I've been able to spend time with my little one. And so you guys saw me take a break. You saw me take a break from this. It was getting a little bit heavy for me. And I needed to do some work on my business. So this is my commitment to you. Going forward, I will provide you with resources that will make you greater. I will provide you with books that will make you think, that will make you reach outside of your box and your normal perspective. If you follow me, you will at times be uncomfortable with some of the things I say. That's normal. That's okay. If you disagree enough, reach out to me and let me know. That's all I ask. I will be authentic with you. I just ask that you be authentic with me. And then we also have the right to agree to disagree. But I just want to say that going forward, you will see a lot more resources. You can now see the book on Amazon.com. And you will see Beverly and I more frequently. And so I am not going to hold you up very much longer this evening. I just wanted to pop on, say hello pretty quickly, and let you know that I love you guys. I really do. I love you guys so much, and I have missed going live. And please stay tuned for other updates, other broadcasts. We definitely have a lot more to talk about. There are so many resources that are out there for you guys to be great. So let's do this. Love you guys. Bye.